Hi, this is Ever from AutoLooks, and this week I'm looking at snow. Yes, I'm taking a look at the white crap that falls from the sky and causes headaches on the roads. Now, if you're someone like me who lives outside of the city and has to travel into the city for work, you know my grief when it comes to people in certain types of vehicles thinking that they're gods on the road. Now, I drove in this morning during a snowstorm in my little crossover utility vehicle for work, my Ford Escape, with snow tires on it. Now I get it. I managed to do the speed limit, to go into work, and I made it there safely. I was able to go into the passing lane and get by people nice and easily. Why? Because I had a vehicle that had great ground clearance, had great traction, and had a good driver behind the wheel. Now, unfortunately, there were 3 vehicles that passed by me doing 20 to 30 over the speed limit. And the funny thing about it, they were all trucks. Not a single one of them had a cap on it, and I highly doubt any of these guys actually had weight in the back of the truck. Let's talk about weight distribution here. In snow, what is actually the best vehicle for snow that people should know about? Driving a truck is one of the worst vehicles when you're actually driving through snowy conditions. Why? Because in between 65 to 70% of the weight of your vehicle is sitting where you are, in the front. And what's the front? The front is over half of your vehicle facing forward. You got to think about it. There is between 35 to 30% of the weight of your vehicle in the rear of you. And you got to remember, you're rear-wheel drive too. So those rear wheels are pushing you forward with no weight to hold them down. And you're going to go flying through snow, hit one patch of ice or a little bit of loose snow, you're going off the road. And I'm laughing my ass off because I ain't stopping to pull you out. Why? Because you're the jackass that passed me 20 over the speed limit in a snowstorm in a truck because you think you're God. Now, there are other people that actually do this as well in SUVs. Now, they get a little bit better weight distribution compared to a truck, but unfortunately, a lot of people that drive SUVs don't realize that your ground clearance is still higher up, which means you got a lot more air pushing to the bottom of your vehicle, causing you to actually lose traction with the road. We're going to talk about the best vehicle for the road if you want to go flying in style and laugh at everybody else. Now let's take a look at one of the world's best racing circuits, the World Rally Championship. Now, I don't know about you, but have you ever noticed that there are no trucks or SUVs in this circuit? We get it. These guys have co-pilots, and that helps them get around corners and fly down the track. No, I should say back road, not a track. Now, these guys help them go fast. But have you actually ever driven a vehicle from one of those manufacturers, like a rally vehicle, off-road? Take a Subaru Impreza, drop it down, put some studded or winter tires on it, and go flying down a back road. I guarantee you it's not going to slip as much as your four-wheel drive pickup truck. You think that just because it says 4x4 on it, it's going to keep you from going into the ditch. But I don't know about you, but every single time I've gone to the Detroit Auto Show, or I've gone to the Toronto Auto Show, or Montreal, or Chicago, or New York, and I'm going down an interstate or one of the 400 series highways, and I'm coming out, and there was a snowstorm early that morning, and I just missed it on my way in. When I'm heading to that auto show, but 95% of the vehicles sitting in the ditch are company rear-wheel drive cargo vans, full-size SUVs with high ground clearance, or pickup trucks. It's usually 5 to 10%. So let's say out of 100 vehicles, there's in between 5 and 10 of them will actually be sedans. Now, those are just people that shouldn't actually be out driving in the snowy conditions. Now, why is the sedan better? It's ground clearance. Your drag underneath the vehicle is a lot less, which means you're actually sticking to the road better. Why do you think race cars sit so low to the ground? The lower to the ground you are, the better you stick to the ground. Now, fortunately, a lot of drivers out there are uneducated about how actual physics works with your vehicle and why lifting your truck way up, putting giant tires on it, does not make it better for flying through snow. It's great for going through the mud. Why? Because those tires dig into the mud and make you stick. The ground clearance keeps you from ripping the bottom of your vehicle out. But in snow, it's a completely different thing. You gotta remember what snow is. Snow is frozen water. So essentially, snow is a blanket of ice on the road. And what's the best thing for a blanket of ice? To be as close to it as possible. Now, that's Everett. That's me. That's my 2 cents in snow driving. Maybe the next time these three guys in the pickup trucks that pass me might think again about how their vehicle is a little more dangerous than the vehicle I'm driving. Yes, I'm going a little bit slower than I do in one of my other vehicles that actually is a four-wheel drive lowered hatchback, which is amazing in the snow. My wife loves to drive it. But unfortunately, I highly doubt those three guys in the truck are actually going to ever get the point. Until the day that they're winding up in the ditch, I slow down, I roll down my window, and I call them a jackass and drive away. Until that day comes, here's at it. And next time you're in the snow, don't drive super fast in that truck. Just remember, your car is a lot better. This is Everett from AutoLooks saying, strap yourself in, hold on for this wild ride, and stay tuned to our feed, AutoLooks.net.